We got ourselves Team 2 together with Cries Bad. We got ourselves Arhi as more than enhancement. We got ourselves Alexstradia as a demonology. Ooh, okay. Wait, that's like, this thing has a special animation to it? We got ourselves Mamaka as more of that survival. And Broton versus Team 1 together. We got Krager. We got ourselves Drek. We got ourselves, what is this? Nuzia? What is it called? What's his name? Yo, Drek is getting hit with Sakon immediately by Broton. I guess we'll figure out this paladin's names later. Broton going for a full incarnation burst. That's going to be a fear by Drek. But Broton is going to shrink it out of it, trying to pop every defensive and offensive together. Blast the damage to Drek, who's just going to bail out as far as he can away from Broton while he's hamstrung behind the pillar. So at least the Boomy isn't able to get the full blast and damage line of sight onto Drek as he's trying to charge in, but out of mobility, the warrior kind of caught out in the open, does have the slime shield, giving him a bit of a shield when he drops health. But being an arms warrior, you don't really have a lot of opportunity to catch up on health. Unless maybe Broton stops attacking for a second. If he is playing the build where, what's the word? If he's playing the build where, what is it, Second Wind? If he's playing Second Wind, which I don't think he's playing defensive stance, but if he's playing Second Wind, then at least it might be able to give him a bit of a reset. Broton getting hammered, actually getting axed. The question, as Drek got himself the full banner big master damage to go, so that's going to be Star Surge reflected back at Broton. Another shield for Drek with that slime shield. Does get a short interrupt on Broton. The stun by the Boomy comes out. Drek doesn't really have a ways out of it. Does have any mobility to catch up to Broton, but looks like Broton's mostly out of cooldowns. Broton go for a big old port, for a big old knock, but Drek does get the final capitalizing kill at the end. Alexstradia just kind of hanging out, shatter and throw. He actually threw a weapon into shatter throw. How hard does that hit a shield, by the way? Because shatter throw is supposed to do more damage to shields, but I wonder how much damage did Drek really do with that shatter and throw to the Fleshcraft shield. Just what is the max of potential? A big decimated bolt getting set up. Drek going for a fear onto the warlock as well as the pet. Big avatar as well as Warbreaker coming out, but the mortal coil sends the warrior back. As the warrior leaps back into the action, stunned by the Felguard. I think it's the second Felguard. That's going to be Pets finally getting summoned by Alexstradia, but the warrior is right next to him. Could be really difficult to get the Tyrant up and running, which you will really want to do while your pets are up and running. And Drek, actually no, he's still not going for a Tyrant. I feel like he should have went for a Tyrant a while ago. Is that because your pets are disappearing soon? Finally goes for a Tyrant. Drek goes in for a big old parry. Good rallying cry. That Tyrant is going to be blasted with quite a bit of damage. Reflectives up. It's going to reflect one hit from the Tyrant. Could maybe go pummeling the Tyrant on the damage because that is quite a bit. Drek goes in for a massive lead, but doesn't really create any kind of line of sight from Alex. Doesn't really get away from Tyrant either. Just getting still blasted. Rallying cry is up. Alex is getting hit with a Warbreaker. Mortal Coil onto Drek. Does shrink it out of the Mortal Coil. The stun. Wait, where are your pets? Did Drek kill the... Did Drek focus on the pets? Is that what she was trying to do? Drek actually recovering on health? How are you back on health? Maybe not even a Warlock. I was going to say maybe Warlock Healthstone from Alex, but he actually just recovered on health. It's actually okay. He's not playing Stormbolt either, so might be playing like a Healy build. Big banner up and available. Drain life coming out by the Warlock, but Drek taking him out with Archie up next. And Drek so far has been able to survive quite a bit of damage from the Warlock, as well as the Boomy. So far, neither of those casters are a match for the Arms Warrior. And that's going to be a big old fear on all those dogs with the Flesh Scaft up and available. Also, when Drek gets hit into a shield, he does have a Second Wind. The Second Wind keeps healing him. Second Wind keeps healing him while he has a Fleshcraft shield. Are you kidding me? Wait a second. Second Wind keeps healing him while Fleshcraft is up. Are you kidding me? That's actually nuts. Big avatar available for Drek. Archie might have to play it very, very defensively. Did pop a wall here. Drek with full avatar could be doing big damage right now. He actually is still maintaining his health just fine. He's actually okay for a bit. Archie got himself plenty of Maelstrom to heal this damage, but he is starting to spend that mana. Drek getting that slime shield that just drops to 50-ish% health or so is going to get a disarm onto Archie. It kind of eliminates like, some of the damage that Archie can do and Maelstrom he can build. But I don't think it really subs enhance with Shaman too much. Reflect is up for Drek. He could go for parry here if he wants to. Big leap for Drek. While he has a bit of Ignore and Pain rolling, that Earth Elemental isn't going to let him go anywhere. Archie spent the mana, but he's fully healed up and ready to go. He has a full ascendance if he needs to, and he's going to use the parry up for Drek. I don't really know if he can really parry a lot of Arche's abilities. They're literally just wind abilities that hit him from super far away, unless I'm wrong on that. Arche continuing to heal as much as he can. Drek just trying to keep pummeling the damage, and Arche, without being able to heal himself too much, just had to commit on the damage output, and being that it's an arms warrior, not much you could really do in that situation. He did have Rallying Cry up very, very soon, though. So probably would have been better if he somehow could have delayed that duel. Didn't have a fear for a second either. Doesn't play Stormbolt, so he has to be playing the Victory Rush, right? He has to be. Is this an EU server? Hey, this is a EU server, as you can see by the Russian names like Kragar and Kreiser. Both of those boys are well-known EU duel guys. Same with Archim. Same with Archim. And I think Drek actually has been in here before. I think he plays Fury in Arms. I'm pretty sure I've seen the name before. Arche, though, just getting chopped up and crushed by the Mace and Axe combo of Kragar. But Arche still has a little bit of mana to work with. Kragar dipping low on health is going to go for Enrage Regeneration here. Arche could go for a wall here as well if he wanted to. Using the ability to kind of bob and weave around Kragar. Does himself a little bit extra maelstrom saved up, with not a lot of mana to really work with. Trying to go Ghost Wolf. Might have to wall his damage in order to survive. It does go for the wall. Big heals are available. Trying to see if it can maybe land a Hex onto Kragar. Doesn't quite get to. Arche goes in for a big Sunder onto Kragar. Does recover 2 heals back to back. I think one of them might have been a Hellstone from Kreisbad. Or the other Warlock. Either or. But that's still a massive re-heal. But it looks like Arche's just out of it. Just completely spent. After the Arms Warrior, actually. And the Fury Warrior right after him. With Kragar having the sustainability he has built up for a while. Mamaka gonna be right next. Next up for Team 2. We'll see how it goes. What's up, Bath? How you doing, my man? That range execute, it is a range execute basically, right? It's like 20-yard execute, dude. It's nutty. Actually nutty. Kragar charging it. Mamaka getting hit with Intimidation into immediate Steel Trap. As Mamaka just going in for the full dots. Keeping Kragar at bay. Just even going for the Harpoon just to keep him rooted in place for a little bit longer. Eagles is up to try to go for as much range damage. Kragar could turn the attention onto the pet. Could actually taunt the pet if he wants to get in that charge off of Mamaka. Kragar is not really doing well on health. That's going to be Freezing Trap to stop him in place as he's ready to go, dude. Look how angry this man is, dude. That shimmer in his eyes. The twinkle in his eye. Gonna be another Steel Trap. Mamaka just got these traps for days, dude. He got slows for days. Kragar is next to the pet. Is going to be turning attention onto the pet, getting a heal from it here and there. It looks like Kragar cut up on quite a bit of health himself, actually. Just gets a couple charged Bloodthirsts in. That's why he needed a big spear onto Mamaka. Can't really go anywhere unless he goes for Feign Death. Reflecting the Freezer Trap back into Mamaka as he's going to go defensively here. With a Pet Sack. Blade Storm up for Kragar. Could maybe get a charge back to Mamaka. Doesn't really have it just yet. Now he does Storm. It's going to be an Intimidation. Trinkets out of the Intimidation with a Steel Trap. Stopping Kragar in place. Feign Death from Mamaka. But Kragar does hit him without Shout. To at least slow him down. Manic Bennett just has a throw weapon ready for the guy. As Mamaka is actually in a really bad spot. Could be close to the execute range. Does go for a bit of a self-heal rolling with the Freezing Trap onto Kragar. Kragar, dude, he's ready, dude. He's talking his weapons. He just go to sleep, dude. He's going night-night. Mamaka jumping in the camo. If only Kragar just whirlwinded while he was stood there. If only he just whirlwinded for a second. He actually would have just gotten them out. I feel like as a warrior that's just whirlwind and just start mounting up immediately. But at least Mamaka didn't get the most amount of healing. Kragar does get hit with a Steel Trap yet again. Oh! That was dirty. Mamaka trying to bow around the corner. The weapon got thrown midair. Mamaka started healing. But it looked like a line of sight weapon throw. That was actually nuts. It looked like cheating, but it wasn't. It's just kind of delay with the weapon throw, which is a super unfortunate. Mamaka getting caught in a Steel Trap. Do they have a Feign Death? No, they don't. Actually, just stuck in the Steel Trap in the spear. But there goes the Turtle Shell with a Manic Bennett. Has to use the defensive just to see if it can get away from Kragar, just to escape him. Might be able to last a little bit longer against the warrior. If he can at least catch up on a little bit of healing. Feign Death available, does throw down a trap. Kragar going a long way, trying to get those executes. Does he go for maybe Reflect? Shattering Throw, is that all he needs? Oh, that's the first Shattering Throw death. That was awesome. That was the first Shattering Throw death we've had. Unless you count like Shattering Throw Palace Bubble and then execute him immediately. No, like an actual Shattering Throw damage. That was awesome. Kragar up next versus Kreisbad, who's going in full Warlock, ready to go. A Kragar with no health whatsoever, dude. Even if he pressed in Rage Regen, I don't think I would have saved him. Kreiser had 2 instant casts of Shadowburn. So, like, what could you do there, honestly? What could you do? Pro is going to be up next with the G-Pie ready to go. Could be a Succubus CC. Actually, it's going to be Kreisbad. trinket it out and bailing out of that. I think with a port. Unless that was a soul shape, which I'm pretty sure was just a warlock portal with a trinket. Try to go for a poly onto Kreisbad, but that's gonna be feared before he even hits him. And Pro actually not playing the triple shield by the looks of it. It looks like he's playing some other legendary. Trying to get a polymorph onto Kreisbad. That's gonna be all the time. Has himself big GPI ready. Succubus CC. Succubus seduces him from the room. Mortal Coil getting sent. Add the mage. Swapping out to the pet. Good Succubus CC, but the interrupt pet is probably going to be even better. Pro, trying to go for a full combustion. Big damage is going to be Infernal joining the fight. Iceblock off that fear. Busts out of the Iceblock immediately. Trying to see if he can maybe meteor down Kreisbad. But looks like Kreisbad just sees a couple more globals and Pro might be down for the count. It's going to be 1, 2, Shatter Burns, and down he goes. And next, it looks like it is going to be Boomkin Chirp. Chirp? I think we're going to call him Chirp. I think it's like a Russian word for chirp. Sound close enough? Chirp? Maybe something else? I think it's chirp. I have no idea. But Kreisbad actually does not even chirp even that much of a breathing room. Mortal Coil immediately just blasts him with Instacast. That's going to be a pet on top of him the whole time. Take it off any kind of hots he has. I don't think he can take off Frenzy Region. Going to be full Convoke the Spirits, but Kreisbad actually has a perfect line of sight. Chirp's birds just went out of the window or into the wall of the tombstone. We're just going to make it just pretty difficult for him to come back, especially if that's what he's banking on as most of his burst. Chirp without a trinket either. He's going to try to see if he can soul ship back to Kreisbad. He has all this incarnation damage. He wants to make use of it, but Kreisbad trying to avoid it. He's eating a couple star surges here and there, but he's doing mostly okay. So far, he's had a really good line of sight kind of ability. So far, it's been impressive. And that's going to be Mortal Coil coming back for Kreisbad very, very soon. Does go for a Battle Master Trinket. Mortal Coil with a fear. Chirp is running out in the open. Kreisbad setting up a full Chaos Bolt, Shadow Burn, Shadow Fury, Chaos Bolt, Wombo again with a Soul Rot. And Chirp does go for a massive heal. Battle Master Trinket getting used here with a Barkskin as well. Cataclysm around the corner does get himself Frenzy Region as well at 42% dampening. He still has plenty of heal to work with. Crazy? It was crazy, wasn't it? That's actually kind of nuts, boys. That Shattering Throw kill, it's almost as iconic as like those heroic throw kills, dude. They're so cool. They're so cool. It's just like one ability, dude. That's all you needed. That's all you needed. That's gonna be Chirp actually getting locked out. A couple of moments to cast for Kreisbad. Doesn't even need to. The Fellhound does the work. And this Paladin is, what is it? A new Zats Sapagi. Knee boots? Is that what it is? Newsy. Call him Newsy, maybe? News? Sapagi? Boots? Let's just call this guy Boots, because he has the name Sapagi in the name. It has the word well, that's a lot of judgments into his succubus. Did he try to wreck and hit the tombstone, the turned over card? Yo, Boots not having an easy time, is he? Bobbling this really early. He does have pretty cool Mog. Pretty like chill Paladin Mog, not super emphasized, like kind of more or less realistic-ish with the armor. But so far, this man's struggling against Kreisbad. No more bubble. So I think Kreisbad is actually just going to eat Boots for breakfast here. Infernal coming down. I think he doesn't even need to Chaos Bolt. Just try to go Instacast, and down he goes. Well, there it is. I don't even know that name, that dude's name, but the only part you could read is Suppagi, which is Boots. Kreisbad actually with a 4? Huh? Wait, I didn't even realize Kreisbad went for 4-0 like that. Really? Big comeback for Team 2 then. Huge comeback for Team 2. Alright, let's see if we get Jesus in here next. Yeah, boys?